Welcome everyone back to the People's Podcast. We are on episode 14. It's crazy to believe that it's already 14 episodes in. That's awesome. My name is Alex, along with my amazing co-host James.
What's up, everybody? Ready for another rocking episode? We got some nice stuff lined up.
Got a lot for
it's
it.
Gonna be a good one. We got
Elimination Chambers this weekend, Revolution's next weekend. Since we last talked, there's been a decent amount of stuff that's happened.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's always something crazy happening in between our episodes. It's kind of crazy. But
2 weeks, you gotta talk about wrestling every 2 weeks. Too much stuff happens.
Yeah, so much happens. I just got notification that the Cubs won again. Let's go. Off to a hot start in spring training. So looking forward to the season there. But baseball season's almost upon us. But
yes,
it's all wrestling right now. So let's start off with a hot take. So what do you got, James? Piss the people off. I'd love to hear it.
All right. My hot take is AEW is already better than WCW ever was.
You know how many people are going to be mad at that statement?
To me, that's the way I see it. Yes, WCW went head-to-head with WWE in ratings and views and whatnot, but they were started around the same time. They were hot at the same time. Where I get AEW is not at the viewership level, but they're starting a race that's already been won. Like it's not a competition, but from content and what they've done for the wrestling business itself, AEW has done way more than WCW. The content to me is you can't even compare. Like I'm not the biggest WCW guy ever. I haven't watched everything, but it's not stuff. It's not too much stuff. I feel like I need to go back and watch.
Yeah, I mean, like sometimes I'll go back and turn on like Ray versus Eddie, Halloween Havoc. That's a classic match. That's like one of my favorite WCW matches. There's a couple other ones, but as a whole, I'm with you. I mean, like the NWO stuff was cool for a while, but there's not a whole lot to go back to. Like Chris Jericho was fun to watch. Like the cruiserweights in WCW were fun to watch, in my opinion. But I never find myself like, oh, I need to go back. Like I want to go back and watch that from WCW.
And a thing that AEW has done that I think both during the Monday Night Raws, it was only about WCW and WWF. AEW has helped develop and get more eyes on so many more companies, whether that's New Japan, these small indies, but these bigger indie guys come. They have brought more eyes to indie wrestlers than any company has ever had in professional wrestling, including WWE.
Yeah, I mean that's hard to argue against. AEW allowing their talents to work indies as much as they want basically is a big factor in that, and it's so crazy seeing guys like Ricochet and Swerve show up at Defy, which is awesome. Or Takeshita wrestling at that new Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling show last year, defending his international title there. It's just super cool what they do. And now Takeshita's going to CMLL this weekend. I don't know if you saw that, but he's got a match on Friday in Arena Mexico. It's super cool what they allow their talents to do.
Exactly. And I think that's helped. I mean, it is different because there's a new leader in WWE. Where now even WWE is doing more indie stuff. They have the WWE ID thing, which is going to help indie stuff. And some people have showed up in different organizations and whatnot, small stuff here and there. And AEW is the big starter of that.
Yeah. If Vince was in charge, that would not be happening in WWE. No. And it's not to say that AEW is like the reason WWE is doing it, because I think eventually, if Triple H would have taken charge, he probably would have allowed it eventually too. But I mean, they are kind of the pioneer in that, so to say. I know, like way back in the day, you had Hulk Hogan randomly showing up in New Japan or whatever for like a one-off. You would have like weird instances like that, but it was never anything as prominent as it is now in the wrestling world.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, I agree with your take, to be honest. Not only that, but the level of like the actual quality of wrestling in AEW in the past 6 years has been outstanding.
Exactly.
Like unlike anything outside of Ruthless Aggression era, unlike anything really ever in terms of in-ring quality.
I agree. Yep.
Cool, man. That's going to rile up a bunch of people.
Oh, yeah. That's
going to piss off so many people.
I'm going to piss off a lot of people with that. But bring on the comments. I love the hate. Give me the most nastiest comment ever. I dare you.
Oh, man. When we share it in the wrestling group, just be ready. They're going to be coming for your neck. All right. Well, you ready for my hot take? Something that I know you will agree with because we've talked about it before. My hot take is that it's okay not to be world champion or main event level material. People say like, oh, this guy will never be a main eventer, or this guy will never win a world title. Why is that a bad thing? Wrestling needs good, solid, like great mid-card guys. I mean, look at like the Cruiserweight Classic guys. You don't really see or think of any of those guys becoming world champion material or main event material, but there's absolutely a place for them on the card because you need a good under and mid card to fill out a show. And personally, I feel like I enjoy the mid card stuff more than the world title main event stuff most of the time. If that sounds crazy, it's probably because it is, but it's just, I feel like with stuff like that, I don't know, it just resonates with me more. Like a great mid card feud, a great TNT title feud or Intercontinental title feud or whatever. But just because somebody's not world champion material doesn't mean they're a bad wrestler.
I 100% agree. And as a wrestler, I think that should always be a goal to be world champion. I mean, from a wrestling standpoint, from a fan standpoint, if someone doesn't become a world champion in their career, it doesn't mean their career was a fail.
Exactly. I think a great example of this is if you look at somebody like Ricochet right now. Like, don't know if I necessarily see him being AEW World Champion, but he's absolutely excelling at what he's doing right now in a feud with a main event level guy like Swerve. And if booked correctly, he could have a fantastic like international championship run, TNT championship run, or whatever, like Continental Classic again. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, it's absolutely necessary to have guys like that.
Yeah, I think, you got plenty of old-time greats that's never had a world title. You got people like Ricky Steamboat, Jake the Snake Roberts. I don't know why those were the first two to come ahead, but it's an endless.
Oh, that's a good list.
It's an endless list. There's so many greats.
Yeah,
never have a world title, but they're still legendary.
Exactly. Wrestlers. Yeah, exactly. So it's not a knock. Stop trying to use it as a knock towards wrestlers because it's really not.
Also, not everybody can be world heavyweight champion at one time.
Literally, yeah. Right. There's literally only 2 world titles in WWE. There's one in AEW. There's one New Japan world title. There's room for other people on the card. Not everybody has to be vying for a world title at the same time. It's just not feasible.
Exactly.
But that's why I'm so intrigued. I know MJF and Hangman are like obviously both former world champions, but the fact that they're both able to have feuds outside of the world title picture is just fantastic. Like, especially with each other. And that's why I'm so excited for this feud that they're having right now. So, but more on that later.
Okay.
I guess that actually can lead us right into. Do you want to talk about Revolution or Elimination Chamber first?
I think you should talk about it. Let's go with Revolution.
Sounds good. So I will pull up the Revolution card because there's some official matches, and it looks like an absolutely banger show already. I don't know if you've seen the cards yet.
I know what's going on.
Yeah. So, as of right now, we got, Big Boom AJ makes his return on the pre-show.
That I didn't know.
Or whatever he does. Boom.
Boom. Boom.
AEW Revolution is about to get 5 big booms just because of how great it's going to be. Okay, so official matches so far, we got, I think it's probably going to be the best match on the show, Will Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher in a steel cage.
That's going to be awesome. Dude, I cannot wait.
It's going to be insane. 4th match between these guys since, was it Full Gear? Since Full Gear? Or
the 3rd?
They had one at Full Gear. They had one in the Continental Classic. Did they not have one at World? Oh, the one at World's End was Continental Classic. That's right.
Yeah.
No, they didn't have one at World's End.
Yeah, they did.
Oh yeah, because it was Ospreay versus Fletcher, and then Ricochet versus Okada. For some reason, I was thinking it was Fletcher versus Okada, but you're right. It was Ospreay versus Fletcher.
Yeah.
And then Ricochet versus Okada, and then Okada versus Fletcher. Ospreay. Yeah. Okay, so is it the third? It might be. Yeah, it might be the third.
Unless I missed a few Dynamites past week, so unless they had a match on Dynamite recently that I missed, but I could be.
I could have sworn Ospreay or Fletcher was like. I could have sworn he got wins over.
All right, let's go to cage side. Hold on, I'll check it out.
Cage match it is. I know he beat Okada, I think in the Continental Classic. Either that or it was just on a random Dynamite, because I know he beat Ospreay at Full Gear, which was an absolutely awesome match. I love cage match for stuff like this.
No, you're right. Oh, because in June, remember they had a June match? In June, it says June 6, 2024, Kyle Fletcher versus Will Ospreay.
Yeah, okay. So that was when Kyle Fletcher was still a part of the...
Yeah. I mean, technically they've had 5 matches if you want to count Rev Pro Wrestling and some other indie. But that's the
Ospreay and Fletcher at World's End, yep.
Yeah, so we got... Yep.
Okay. You know, I thought... Okay, yeah. All right, so whatever number match it is, I don't even care at this point. Yeah. It's all good. It's all great. It's all entertaining. Add in the steel cage aspect. It's just going to be their chemistry is great. The story's great, so it makes it even better. The match itself is going to be amazing.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Super excited for that one. So there's another big time match in Kenny Omega versus Konosuke Takeshita for the International Championship. Well, assuming Takeshita wins tomorrow.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah, he should. If he doesn't, I'm going to stop watching AEW. If Orange Cassidy beats him, I'm done. Count me out, Tony. But
who do you think they win that first match, though, before we get to this next one?
The first one?
With Ospreay and Fletcher. Who do you think?
Oh, yeah, my bad. I think Ospreay's going to.
I think Fletcher. I think some fuckery is happening.
I wouldn't be upset with that because I feel like this is a match where it's probably the most high stakes match so far between these guys. Like it feels like neither one of them should lose or can lose, and I think that's what makes it. It's hard to predict because you can make a case for either one winning, moving on to doing whatever. I think that's what makes it great too. It just feels super important. I feel like Ospreay's going to win, though. I feel like this might be something that pushes him to the main event scene, potentially. It's kind of shocking that he hasn't really been there yet in a year. I mean, he had the world title match with Swerve, but...
Yeah. I mean, I think it's like just bound to happen. He'll be AEW World Champion.
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to. It's not a question of if, it's a matter of when.
Exactly.
So, I wouldn't mind if Kyle Fletcher won, because I'm a huge Kyle Fletcher fan. So. But yeah, so we'll see who gets that one. Moving on to Kenny versus Konosuke Takeshita, rematch of All Out 2023, which you and I were both at.
Yep.
So finally getting that rematch, which is going to be amazing because that match at All Out 2023 was great.
Yeah, that was one of the best matches of the night.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think Kenny.
You think so?
I think they give Kenny a good run here because I think Kenny's career is close to being over. I think with the injuries, he said if he's had one more major injury, he'd be done, and then he got diverticulitis.
Yeah,
obviously he's still going, but I think his body's running out. I think his body can only take so much more before he just like shuts down. So
yeah, it really sucks. But Kenny is like main character of AEW. Feels like it. Like he should definitely be pushed to the moon. It's just AEW feels different when Kenny's around.
I don't know, man. I feel like it's like the international title to me almost feels like another world title. Like the way it's been booked, like that title has been booked tremendously with Ospreay, OC, Takashina. Like it gives me vibes of world title sometimes.
Yeah, I can see that. It definitely feels like the second most important men's title.
I don't think that's I don't think no argument against that. I think it's already surpassed the TNT title and it's miles past the Continental Championship.
Hey, don't disrespect Okada like that, bitch.
I love Okada, but that title is so pointless.
Yeah, I agree with you. But so if Kenny wins, I know they were kind of teasing Kenny versus Okada at All In.
Yeah, I need. I'm all for Kenny winning. I need it for my fantasy. We're back after this type of thing.
Me too. Me too.
We're back in fantasy talk, so.
Oh man, it's another season. The defending champ is coming for back-to-back championships. But I have Takeshita too, though. So either way, okay. I'm good.
No, I think I took Takeshita off my team to put Omega on because of this match.
You know what's smart? Yeah. I think it's going to be a great match. So,
yeah, I don't think it'll be a great match. I know it'll be a great match.
Yeah,
one of them could break the leg, come down to the ring, and it's still somehow going to be a great match.
It'll be like Greg Jennings in Madden, running down the length of the field with his broken leg. But yeah, so that's only 2 matches in too, and this show is crazy. We got official MJF versus Hangman Adam Page.
Dude, I've been waiting for this feud for almost 6 years. It's good.
Yeah,
it started back, like I said, with the first Dynamite Diamond Ring, whatever it's called, and those two are like because Hangman Adam Page, I knew of him before AEW, but I didn't know. I just heard his name, never watched a match. And MJF I've seen small stuff because he was on Grimm's Toy Show, and I watched that growing up, so I knew him from that. But, like, those two are like the no names. I don't want to say no names, but the lesser named people that pulled me in. Obviously, I love seeing Kenny Omega, Moxley, the Young Bucks, but those two new faces are really what pulled me into AEW, and I'm so glad to see them finally going out after it.
Yeah, a meaningful feud between the two. I know I didn't start watching AEW until 2021, so MJF was feuding with Jericho at the time, so I was like, whatever. But that was in the time where Hangman was kind of on his singles rise to stardom.
Mm-hmm.
So when they had the Dark Order versus Elite match, I remember watching that where they came out with like the best they had the really super cool like cowboy intro and everything. That was super cool. That was my first experience with Hangman, and then obviously All Out he missed, and then he returned at the ladder match, I believe.
Yep.
The casino ladder match or whatever, and he won it, and I was like, damn, like the crowd loves this guy. There must be something cool about him. And then going to Full Gear, seeing him win the world title was like, damn, this guy's great. So that was my first time ever watching Kenny Omega live in person wrestle, which was amazing.
He went at that Full Gear.
Yep.
Yeah, I was hype as fuck, dude.
Full Gear 2021. We were both there.
Yep. We barely knew each other at that point. We barely. That was shortly after I joined the wrestling.
Yeah, and I don't think we had met in person.
We didn't. We had a plan for it, but it was just. But I think
it didn't work out.
One of us got something didn't work out.
Yeah, it was super snowy too, so getting there early was like it's kind of a crappy day weather-wise, to be honest. But yeah, so Hangman and MJF, both are fantastic in the ring. Both are fantastic on the mic. Two of the best wrestling personalities in wrestling today. The feud's been amazing so far too.
Mm-hmm.
It's been personal. Awesome. It's been like relatable. It's been real. So I'm loving it.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like the most important thing that MJF's done since coming back at Double or Nothing last year.
Okay. I didn't know where you were going with that. I'm like, that's about to be a hot take on its own. But
not ever. No, not ever. But
I would definitely agree. This finally feels like I got MJF back. Like it's he's obviously been doing his scumbag thing, but the feud with Adam Cole just left such a bad taste in the mouth because of just everything that happened and the misfortune of how that feud just did not unfold. But I finally feel like I got my MJF back.
The one that we've just been missing.
Exactly.
I miss him so much. And I miss the Better Than You Bebe stuff. Like in 2023, I thought that was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But seeing MJF back now, the way he is, it definitely makes me happy.
Yep.
So, who do you got? Who do you think is going to win? I feel like this is another high stakes match. Like it could go either way. I feel like MJF's going to win though. First match of their feud.
Yeah, because I think MJF could win this because Adam Page has had some big wins. He got that win over Swerve at All Out. So I think, and it's MJF. Is it a no DQ match? Anything?
I don't think so. I think it's just a normal singles match.
That's why I think MJF will win. He'll do some sleazeball thing, whether it's the ring, low blow, whatever MJF does.
Yeah, just typical MJF stuff.
Yeah.
One more thing I wanted to say about this match is seeing the character evolution of Hangman Adam Page throughout the years has been just incredible.
Amazing.
Obviously, like I didn't start watching until 2021, but I know I've seen enough from his early years in AEW to know the whole like drunk thing, getting kicked out of the Elite, becoming best friends with the Dark Order, and then that whole Punk shit. Whatever. But I mean, he had a great rebound feud with Moxley, which solidified him as a main eventer again. And then reforming with the Elite, and the Swerve stuff has just been incredible. Seeing how he's kind of turned to the dark side when he's not even been like the bad guy. No. Saying that's weird considering he burned down a guy's house, but it was justified.
Yeah, I mean, justified arson in this house. I mean, come on.
It was justified arson, so it's okay. I'm sure the judge understood, right? But just seeing him kind of like come back to light, almost feuding with MJF and the Christopher Daniels stuff recently has been insanely good. I go so far as to say his character arc is the best in wrestling.
Today? Oh, in history?
Yeah, today.
Okay, I saw you tweet about that. I'm like,
not of all time. Okay. I don't think of all time. But I think in wrestling currently in the past couple of years, it's hard for me to say anybody else.
He's great. Yeah, I won't necessarily argue that. I'm not gonna say I can't say I agree or disagree. I don't have anything on mind. I can say I disagree, but it's definitely a fair argument. Hangman's story arc has been amazing the past 6 years almost.
Like, and there's still people who shit on him for some reason, like saying he's not good. I just ignore those people because it's just not true. That dude's great. No. So, but I think MJF's gonna win the match. Obviously, the feud's not gonna end at Revolution.
No way.
So, potential feud of the year for 2025. I think when you got two guys of that caliber going at it.
Definitely, I think definitely has potential of being the best feud of the year.
The hits just keep coming, bro. Mariah May versus Toni Storm. Number 3.
I don't care for this match.
What? James?
I've lost interest in this feud. I don't know. I enjoyed the first 2 matches, but I'm not the biggest fan of Toni Storm winning again. I feel like, I am a fan now of Toni Storm. I like to see that we have Timeless back. But I don't know. I wasn't, when she, regained the title, I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, it's not over yet.
Hopefully, I don't think Mariah May is going to get the title right back. I don't see them playing hot potato with the title.
No, probably not. I wouldn't mind. I like Mariah May as champion.
Same. I kind of wanted more of it.
Yeah.
But it goes back to my thing. She won at All Out, right? All In. Yeah, and that's been, 6 months? And that goes back to my thing. Not every title reign needs to be a year long. A 6-month reign is good. But I don't know. I was kind of hoping for some new faces around the main event division.
I get it, yeah. Eventually, it's going to happen. I'm assuming you're going to be a fan of it. When Mercedes Moné loses the TBS title, she's going to be in the main event. But you yourself admitted that she's a good wrestler. So
I don't know what you're talking about.
I must have just heard it from up above. I don't know. But there will be, maybe, hopefully.
I mean, I will say I do think it's gonna be a good match. I don't have the interest level as I did with the first two matches.
This is going to be the culmination of the story, though. So, like, they're even what's the in the graphic they were labeling it as like the something ending.
Yeah, I guess I'm not saying this match shouldn't happen. It definitely what's the payoff match is a better term for that. I can't think of the wrestling term for that. The rubber match, as they call it.
Rubber match, yeah.
So it was definitely a needed match. I just don't care for it as much as I care for their first two matches.
That breaks my heart. I'm trying to find the graphic of the because they had like some. Oh yeah, okay. I don't know if you can see that, but it says like the Hollywood ending.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
So it definitely feels like this is the culmination of their feud. Kind of upsets me that it's just a regular singles match. I feel like it should have some sort of stipulation to it.
I think that's what's missing for me. Is this
given how personal?
I think that's what's missing for me. This should be another stipulation match.
Yeah. Given how personal their feud has been, I absolutely agree. So I don't know. Maybe they'll add a stipulation in the next week and a half.
I think they will.
That's happened before, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, either way, it's going to be a really good match. They have good chemistry again. They're both great wrestlers. They're both still super young. Mariah May is going to be champion again, no doubt. Toni Storm, first ever 4-time women's AEW world champion.
Yeah.
She deserves it.
Is she the first ever person to hold the title 4 times in AEW?
Moxley?
Are we counting interim? I don't count interim. I think interim is fucking stupid. Oh, no. I count it, but they use the term interim. I hate that shit.
They use the term interim, but they reverted it and counted it as an official reign.
Okay, cool.
For Moxley, yeah.
Then yeah, yep. Okay. God, I hate that term interim in wrestling.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, the other time when AEW was doing it's so fucking stupid.
Well, either way, if you didn't count the interim reign, he still beat Punk at like a Dynamite before All Out.
Yeah, so he had the original run.
Still technically the original run.
He beat
Punk on that Dynamite before All Out.
Yeah.
So that technically, even though he was the interim champion, that officially established it as world champion. Lost it at All Out. Won it back at Grand Slam.
Yeah.
So that was 3, and then lost it to MJF, and then now is 4.
Yep, you're right.
So, but yeah. So I mean, that's 4 big time matches already on the Revolution card. And there's still 2 more. You got Jon Moxley versus Adam Copeland versus Edge. First time ever match. Dream match of Edge's, by the way.
Edge doesn't win. Edge better not win this match.
Why not?
I'm a big Edge fan, but I hate to sound like it's Twitter mark, but since he's come back from WWE in 2020, I'm not gonna say he hasn't put gotten people over. He's gotten people over, but he hasn't put many people over. Taking a lot.
I don't blame him for that.
Yeah, that's not. I'm not hating. I'm not saying Adam Copeland's going in the booking room doing that. No, I'm not hating on Edge whatsoever.
He's holding a gun to Tony's head, like, listen here, pal.
Yeah. He's like, I don't blame that. Yeah, I don't blame that on Edge whatsoever. And I think it's unfortunately becoming less reality. I still want Darby to beat Mox, but I think it's becoming less of a reality, unfortunately.
Bro, honestly, if I can weigh in on that conversation, like, if anything, Tony Khan gets the blame for this right now. Like, if you knew that Darby was going to be gone for however many months, and your plan was to have Darby beat Jon Moxley, I don't know. It's in a weird spot because, like, it almost feels like, oh, it's too obvious. Like, Darby's going to come back from being out for months and months and be the one to beat Jon Moxley. I don't think that they accounted for so many people to be over the world championship reign right now,
because
it started off super hot, and like I still enjoy it for the most part, but it has felt like it's gotten just very stale, very repetitive. So like if you're gonna go that route, you kind of only have the Booker to blame for that.
Oh yeah,
but
most of wrestling blaming the Booker.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, Booker T, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. Wrong Booker. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think Edge should be AEW World Champion. I'm not against it. I don't know, man. I don't know because I love Edge. I really do love Edge, and
I love Edge. I mean, he's still super over. Everyone loves him still.
I'm not one of those people to say that just because he's an old guy, he shouldn't be world champion. I think, I personally believe that CM Punk should have another run as world champion. So for me, it'd be hypocritical to say, "Oh, Edge is too old, push a young guy." And I don't want to say that. Right now, I don't see it as the time.
That's fair. See, if him and Jay White would have won the Brisbane Brawl, I would have totally been with you. But having Edge like pass out to Jon Moxley's Bulldog choke, it just makes me feel like, okay, if you were gonna go that route at Grand Slam, that means like Edge is probably gonna win at Revolution. I don't know. That's how I feel. Is like, are they really gonna have Edge lose twice in a row to Moxley in the span of like 3 weeks?
You know what they're doing, right?
Edge is gonna win and Christian's gonna cash in. Dude, honestly, I'm here for it. I would love that. I'm not even gonna lie.
I don't know. I'm kind of. I think that'd be cool. Yeah.
It'd be funny as hell. It'd be funny as hell because the exact same thing happened with the TNT Championship.
We'll have Christian cash in but loses.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that either. And then Jay White somehow like is the one to beat Edge.
I'm not high on Jay White, so I'm still not high on him.
My heart. Oh.
I think he's good. I don't see him as a main eventer.
Really?
I don't see Jay White.
Man. Did you see any of his New Japan run as world champion?
No. If I'm honest.
I think you should at least check out some of the highlights or something from his world title run. He was awesome in New Japan.
Yeah, I can give it a check out. I can check it out.
Leader of the Bullet Club, IWGP World Champion. He was great. His promos are amazing. Obviously, he's good in the ring. I don't know if you like him in the ring or not, but
I think he's okay in the ring. I don't think he's anything special. I think as we talk about later, I think he'd be a great mid-carder.
You don't like him on the mic either? Oh, fucking love it.
I think everything he does is just okay. I'm not gonna say mid. Sometimes I think mid is disrespectful. But just okay. He's not bad. He's just not great. He's just okay.
Fair enough. Hey, you know what? Not everybody likes everybody, and that's okay. That's what makes wrestling conversation fun. So I personally would love Jay White as world champion. I think it would be fun to play like a book it yourself kind of. Yeah, like if you were to book the next 5 AEW world champions, what would it look like? I'm curious.
Like right off the top. Oh, okay.
Off the top of your head.
I'm gonna go Darby. Yeah, Darby. Man. Okay. No, I got this.
I've thought about this a lot, so.
Darby, Adam Page, MJF, Orange Cassidy.
Really?
And let's go after that, Swerve.
Orange Cassidy.
I'm big Orange Cassidy.
See, I feel like you think of Jay White, what I think of Orange Cassidy. Like, I love Orange Cassidy. I just don't see him as world champion.
That's fair.
I think international champion, perfect spot for him. And he proved it. But I just don't know if I see him as world champion, to be honest.
Yeah. That's fair. I think that's fair. Absolutely
love him, though. Like, he's so entertaining. Would I be mad if he was world champion? No. I would not be mad at all. But if I had to pick 5, it would be Adam Copeland at Revolution. Christian Cage cashes in. I've thought about this. And then it goes Jay White beats Christian Cage. Hangman reignites the feud with Jay White. Hangman beats Jay White for the title. because Jay White's like 6-1 against Hangman in their careers. And then you got MJF waiting in the wings. MJF versus Hangman. MJF takes off Hangman.
All right, so we got some similarities. We got the MJF and Hangman similarity there.
Yeah. Or you could always go down that route too. You can go back to Swerve. But I feel like, I don't know if you remember before MJF left the first time, before he got hurt and took time off, the confrontation he had with Swerve.
Yep.
So like you could go Hangman to MJF and then to Swerve. Having an MJF and Swerve feud right after an MJF and Hangman feud would be incredible.
Yeah, definitely.
There's so many options. It would just be fun to talk about. All right. There's 2 more matches officially announced. Mercedes Moné versus Momo Watanabe. It's Stardom.
I'm about to say
Stardom girl. She was at Grand Slam. It'd be a rematch. They had a match. I don't remember where exactly they had it, but they had a match prior. Great wrestler, Momo Watanabe. I know it's probably your bathroom break match, but I'll be interested.
That's a Mercedes match. Yeah.
Mercedes Moné is going to win, obviously.
That's the problem. I go to the bathroom right when her entrance comes out, and usually I'm out before the match even starts.
Oh, lucky you. And I mean that.
So, honestly, I don't want Mercedes to win. Going from a non-biased standpoint, I'm going to ask you, do you think the title run has gone too long?
I don't think so. I mean, I love Mercedes Moné, but I think it's nearing its end. If it goes on much longer than, say, like Double or Nothing, I think maybe that'd be too long. But I don't know who is going to be the one to beat her. Maybe Chris Statlander, maybe Megan Bayne. I don't really know.
Megan Bayne, I can see Megan Bayne.
She's a beast, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god, she's like 6'1", or like I forget how to, like 6'3" or something. She just towers over, and it's terrifying. She would beat my ass. But that's it for the. Those are the 6 matches announced for Revolution so far. But I know you probably think Mercedes' title reign's gone on too long.
I've been saying that since after the 10 minutes she's had it.
The problem is who's going to win it, or who should have? I think who should have won it up to this point?
Chris Statlander.
Like in their second match, maybe.
Yeah, Thunder Rosa. I'm a big Thunder Rosa fan, so I'd say her. Do we have any idea what the hell's going on with Britt Baker?
No. Yeah, actually, I think she gave a little insight. She's taking time off right now. She's filming some sort of show. But she's been weird. Not like her specifically. I mean, like her situation's been weird. I hope she's okay. I mean, I feel like
there's been a lot of rumors of stuff that's happened, but I don't believe shit that comes from Dirt Sheet.
No, absolutely not. No. But yeah, man. That's all I got.
Right. Want to go on the Chamber?
Absolutely. I think Revolution could be it's going to be an amazing show.
AEW pay-per-view is very dumb. I've only had one AEW pay-per-view that was bad.
It's crazy because like Revolution's like the top-notch show every single year. And this year this is shaping up to be no different.
Yeah.
Just absolutely stacked card, and there's only 6 matches announced so far, so potential match of the show of the year. I don't want to get my hopes up again because I said that about the Royal Rumble, but I know Ospreay and Fletcher and Omega and Takeshita are just not going to disappoint me. So Hangman and MJF will not disappoint. So moving on to the Chamber.
I got stuff pulled up.
Working on it. Yeah. You can go through it. That's fine. Since I love the Revolution.
The first match we got is Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn in an unsanctioned match. I think 100% going to be a banger. Kevin Owens and Sami don't miss. I think this is going to be potentially the best match since coming to WWE. I think it being under Triple H's authority, they can be more. They can do their Ring of Honor shit, the extreme shit, and take it to the next level that they haven't gotten a chance to yet.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be amazing. Their NXT match was fantastic back in NXT. Their main roster stuff to this point has been good. I won't say it's been like amazing. Just I blame Vince for that, but yeah, this definitely has the potential to be up there all timer with like their Ring of Honor type stuff. So I'm super looking forward to it.
I don't know who's. I think Kevin's going over.
I think so too. Just because I don't think the feud's going to be done after the show.
No,
it wouldn't make sense to. I mean, it's literally WrestleMania season. You're not going to end that personal of a feud at Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, no. There's definitely something bigger planned because they would have saved it for Mania. I get the Chambers in Canada and obviously both Canadians, but I mean they already booked another big Canadian for the show, so I mean there's obviously something more planned.
Trish?
Yeah.
I was like, big other big Canadian. Who are you talking about?
Chris Benoit.
God damn it. Kenny Omega. He's pulling double duty.
But yeah, you got anything else you want to say about that?
No, I'm super looking forward to it. It's going to steal the show, in my opinion. There's no way it's not.
Yeah, I mean, I love the person of Kevin just went to Sammy's house. Recorded outside of her. And to me, what's funny about that? So he did this whole promo outside his house, but damn well after the promo was done, he just went in and chilled with the family.
Oh yeah, he's like, oh yeah, let me get a bite of that lasagna or whatever.
Yeah. He probably was over there chilling. He's like, Triple H wants me to film a vignette. Like, go stand over here.
He's like, oh yeah, I'll be at his house for dinner, no problem. I got you.
Yeah, the next match we got Nia Jax, Candice LeRae versus Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus. This is 100% just a match just to get Trish on the show. I think there's better ways to get done it. I think I'd been fine if they put her in the chamber over someone else.
Yeah,
I'll get to that when we talk about the women's chamber. But the match itself, I don't care too much for. And I would never be excited for a Nia Jax match. I like Candice LeRae. She just has hasn't been booked right.
Yeah. Honestly, I would love to see Candice LeRae fighting the Young Bucks again, like they did on the Indie.
Yeah. PWG stuff. That stuff is good.
Yeah. Dude, not steel toe, tack covered shoes and taking super kicks from it.
People don't know how good she is. She is Candice
for real.
So good.
For real. Her in NXT I thought was really good too, but it's just been her booking has been so weird.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I don't give a damn about this match. This is my Mercedes Moné match in your eyes.
It's obvious Tiffy and Trish are gonna win. I just guarantee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't got much to say about that match at all.
I got nothing else other than I don't care about it.
Yeah.
No offense to the performers, but I just doesn't interest me.
And the in between the big segment with Cody Rhodes and The Rock and taking his soul like he's the Undertaker. That promo was so. I don't think it was a good promo, especially coming from The Rock. Like that was not a. He turned heel and face 5 times in that promo. But
so confusing.
Yeah, I don't think the promo itself was good. Damn, he's taking my spot. I'm talking shit.
The Rock heard you. He's like.
But yeah, it is intriguing the idea of what they're doing. That obviously this is teasing corporate Cody. I think they could have gone better ways around it than saying your soul.
100%, yeah.
So I'll say I'm intrigued by it, but the promo itself I didn't think was that good from SmackDown. But I am intrigued. Something is leading this situation. Whether it's Cody, something's happening. There's something in the works here.
Yeah, I'm definitely intrigued. Like you said, the promo I didn't think was very good, average at best. But I'm definitely intrigued by where they're going because heel Cody definitely intrigues me. I don't think it's the route they're going to go.
No, I don't see it.
Especially because like seeing his heel stuff that he did in Ring of Honor and stuff was just fantastic, and I know he wouldn't be able to do half the stuff that he did then.
I'm gonna get back to that. I think heel Cody could potentially be on the horizon.
Really?
After we talk about
we can talk about that if
after it's gonna involve the main event. So
yeah.
So you guys anything else you want to say about that?
No, it's going to be a segment, so
yeah.
I'm intrigued. That's about it.
Oh, all right.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
Next match. Oh, God, I just lost it.
Women's Chamber.
Yeah.
Huh. I got it if you want me to.
Yeah, you can pull it up. I just lost it.
Yeah, it's so Women's Chamber match, 6 women: Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Naomi, and Roxanne Perez.
Yeah, you got to pull it up again. Yep.
Pretty stacked Women's Chamber match.
Oh yeah, it's a very stacked. But like I said earlier, I would have liked to see Trish in this instead. I think that'd have been better. And you could put. I'm gonna get back to another problem with this show I have. But I think you could have put Trish.
I think I know what your problem is, because I have the same issue. But we can go over that after we're done talking about the matches.
Yeah. I think they could have put Trish over Naomi.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
I've never really been a Naomi fan, and she's about the only one I think replaceable in the match.
That's what I was going to say. I like Naomi. I'm a fan of her. I think she'd be good for the mid-card to have now for the women's division, but she's the most replaceable in this match because you can't replace
Liv, Bianca, Alexa, and Bayley, I feel like, are unreplaceable.
Yeah. And you got to stop booking up Roxanne Perez. And you got to stop booking up these other people.
Yeah, especially after her strong performance in the Women's Rumble, too.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's a star-studded match. It's going to be a good match. It's going to be a really good match.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who's going to win. You know, whoever wins this goes on to challenge Rhea Ripley. I think we can 100% count out Liv. They're not. They're not going to circle back to that feud. They're not.
Plus, given she just won the tag title, yeah. I don't think so either. Count out.
I don't see them that.
I don't see Naomi or Roxanne Perez,
and I don't see Bianca either, because I think there's something with Naomi, Bianca, and Jade Cargill that's going to happen at Mania. So I think the options are Bliss, Roxanne, and Bayley.
I don't even think Roxanne, to be honest. That would be a huge moment. But I don't know if they're going to pull the trigger on it just yet. I would love it. I love Roxanne Perez. I think she's great. But I feel like Alexa Bliss is the obvious play here. Especially given how last year proved. I love Bayley, but last year Bayley was like an absolute afterthought. After her Royal Rumble win. Even when she won the world title at WrestleMania, she was an afterthought. And it was kind of depressing, so...
You don't think, because Rhea Ripley's going to defend the title at Raw, you don't think Bayley wins and Io wins in a WrestleMania rematch, right?
I don't think so.
I don't see Rhea having a short reign. I don't see that at all.
I mean, it'd be a shock, and I wouldn't be upset if Io won, but I don't really care for another Bayley and Io match.
I don't care for that, no.
Like if it was Io versus Alexa Bliss, I'm here for it. Or Io versus Bianca Belair would be amazing.
Yeah.
But I feel like Rhea versus... I don't even know, to be honest. This is a hard one.
I think Rhea goes over at Mania no matter who she faces.
You think so?
I think. I could be wrong. Nobody would say she would have a longer reign, but Alexa Bliss is pretty, she's got a lot of momentum behind her right now, and I think she's overdue another world title run.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a long time since she's had a world title.
Long.
Like 2019? Before COVID, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 2018, 2019. Yeah. I think 2018 was the last one when she cashed in.
Yeah.
I think, I'm going to go with Alexa Bliss.
I think I am too. I feel like it's a safe pick. So... Plus, she just came back and she's hot as ever.
Yeah.
With the crowd. Shut up, Eric.
I was trying to avoid that when I was saying how over she was. Like, I can't say hot because everyone's going to see him. I'm talking about
not looks wise. Talking about popularity wise, she's on fire.
Exactly. She's momentum is through the roof.
Exactly. Yeah. So we both got Alexa. That should be a pretty good match too.
I think that'd be a great match.
I think Roxanne is gonna surprise. I think she's gonna be a workhorse again, like she was in the Rumble. I would love that if she was kind of like if she could show out again in a big match like that. That'd be awesome.
Yep. All right. Got anything else you need to say about the women's match?
No, sir. Let's move on to the big one.
The big one, the main event. We got John Cena versus CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest versus Seth Rollins.
That's it. You can stop there.
Logan Paul.
No.
Now, before we start talking about the match, I don't hate Logan Paul whatsoever. I am actually a fan of him, but Finn should have been in this match over Logan any day of the week. I'm glad Logan's actually showing up to weekly TV now. I respect it more. I respect it more from a booking standpoint, but I get he brings star value. I get he brings the views, but there's no reason he should be in this match over Finn.
Yeah, I agree. That's just unfortunate. You know my feelings about Logan Paul.
Yeah,
I don't need to go through that again. Yeah, but I'm looking at this as a 5-man World Elimination Chamber match, and it's pretty stacked.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I mean, again, I don't think Logan should be in it, but he will definitely give some highlight reels to it. I think.
Unfortunately, yes. And I will praise it when it happens, but that's it. That's the extent. Like his spot with Ricochet at the Royal Rumble. But that's the extent of my praise.
That's fair. Yeah, it's definitely been a great match. It has a star-studded match. And when you look at the chamber, we got John Cena, CM Punk, and The Rock all on one show in 2025. That's fucking crazy, man.
That's insane. And you throw in Seth Rollins. I mean, he's got history with all of them, too.
Yeah. There's definitely multiple people I can see. I can see Drew. I can see Punk. I can see anyone but Logan and Damian. From a story standpoint.
Yeah, honestly, me too. God, dude, I swear to God, if you just put the juju for Logan Paul to win, I'm not gonna watch WWE ever again.
I don't think.
If he goes on to fight for world title at WrestleMania, I'm done.
I don't think that at all.
The minute he wins a world title in WWE, I'm done. And it's coming eventually.
I don't think he'll win a world title.
You don't think so?
No, not at all. I don't think. If it does, it's gonna be a very, very short reign.
So who do you think is gonna win? Like you said, it's very unpredictable.
This is where I think heel Cody's gonna come into play. I think John Cena is gonna win the chamber and go on to beat Cody. And I think Cody's gonna deny The Rock at the chamber. Cena's gonna go on to beat him at WrestleMania, and then a feud's gonna happen where The Rock gets involved and screws Cena, and Cody involves Cody or something. That's where heel Cody comes out. Where Cody's supposed to be this new babyface, the big babyface like John Cena, and Cena's gonna come take his spotlight, and Cody's not gonna be cool with that.
I would love it. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen. I
think this is the best year to turn Cody heel. If you're gonna do it, do this year with Cena, because Cena still has all the kids in his palm of his hands. So this is the best year to do it.
But then, where's your big baby face?
Cena.
I guess you still have Roman going forward, because Cena's gonna be done.
Oh yeah, Cena's done it this year. They could do this year, and Cody goes back being a face.
No. If he turns heel, he is literally their biggest baby face that they've had in years. If he turns heel, there's no going back anytime soon.
True.
Especially if that happens. If he turns on John Cena of all people on his farewell tour, I don't see him going back face for years at least.
True.
I don't think they're gonna pull the trigger on Cody becoming a heel. I feel like he's too big of a merch mover. He's too big for the. It was the same reason why Cena never really turned heel.
Maybe that's why Jay's gonna win the world title. Maybe that's part of the plan. Jay's gonna win the world title. I think that's
why you gotta remind me about that.
Jay, I think,
pissing me off.
Jay is almost more over than Cody from a kid standpoint. I think it has got to be close. It's got to be close.
Is Jey Uso a top 5 merch mover on Fanatics of all time? Not of all time.
He outsold Cody at the Rumble.
At the Rumble, yeah, but you remember when Fanatics announced that he was a top 5 merch seller, not only for wrestling but for all athletes. I don't think Jay's at that level.
No, you're true. That's right. That's a crazy stat. That
was an insane stat.
Yeah.
Do you really think they're gonna? Cody's still getting huge reactions as a face.
True.
I don't know. I don't see it. He's their number. He's like the guy.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to be wrong. If you're right, okay, I'm wrong then. But I don't know if I see it. I feel like they're just doing this stuff with The Rock to just build excitement for WrestleMania, because I feel like it's been kind of a lackluster build so far.
People are saying that, but I think the focus has been on Chamber, and after Chamber, I think that's when it's fair to judge WrestleMania. But I know a lot of people are saying that, like, saying the build for WrestleMania has been crap. Like, we gotta remember, WrestleMania is late this year, so after the Chamber, we damn near got 2 months of booking.
Like, is it middle of April or late April? Mid-April. Yeah. God, no, that's not good. I can't watch it. I have a concert that night.
That's okay. I won't be watching Chamber live.
Yeah. Okay. And anything else you have to say before we? I have an issue that I want to bring up.
Who do you think's gonna win?
Huh? Oh, that's right. We've totally forgot about that. God, this is so. Like you said, I could see any of those 4 guys winning. If I had to count somebody out, it would be Seth probably. Because I don't think they're going to revisit the Seth Cody thing just for Seth to lose again.
I think Seth has Roman locked in at Mania,
which is fantastic. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
My heart tells me Drew McIntyre, because I think that's the most interesting outcome of all this. Listen, I don't hate Punk, but I just don't want to see him. I think it's kind of funny that he's never main evented a WrestleMania, and I kind of want to keep it that way, just because it's hilarious. I could see Cena, Punk, or Drew winning, though.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a realistic 3.
I'm gonna pick Drew,
just
because I'm picking a sleeper. So he's not the favorite.
Yeah, it should be a great match. I think it's gonna be that's at the star-studded match. Like, the show is very star-studded.
Yeah,
so this is what's gonna lead to my problem. I find it inexcusable for WWE to have 9 titles on the main roster and not a single one to be defended on a pay-per-view.
That's my exact issue too, and I was going to bring that up too.
It's a big problem. This is the second pay-per-view in a row that the World Heavyweight title is not defended.
Neither one, right?
No, the WWE title is defended at Royal Rumble. Go out of match.
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
Yeah, neither world title is defended at this show, which is.
But Gunther wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah, neither world title. No titles. How do you have 9 titles? I get they had 2 title matches on Raw and they have 2 title matches on next Raw. I don't care about that.
They got one on SmackDown too, the U.S. title.
I'm cool with that, but
put it on the show.
Exactly.
Put it on the Chamber, bro.
Exactly. I get Triple H lost his 5-match card, and I get Chambers a longer matches. But that's where you could have got rid of the women's tag match, put Trish in the Chamber, and put Rhea and Io on that show. Whatever match.
Or Tiffany versus somebody. I don't know. Tiffany versus Nia or something. Or LA Knight versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Because you're fucking me out of fantasy points because the match is the day before the season starts.
I don't know. Yeah.
But I agree.
What would have been cooler too is have Cody in a Chamber match. No, minus this whole Rock segment. Now hindsight, put him over Logan Paul and have him go over, and you can still build something with the people in the match or whoever would challenge him at Mania. You can build easily. Whoever he pins last.
100%. Yeah.
There is no reason to have 9 titles and not to have 1 defended on the show. No.
Yeah. And I hate that. You could get away with it in NXT because you only had like three or 4 titles. So you could get away with having 5-6 match cards and having a couple titles defended. But to be the main roster booker and have 6 hours of television every single week and not to book a single title match for a pay-per-view, one of your big pay-per-views, is just
it's
unacceptable.
Yeah, that's a bad call. This is the first pay-per-view without a title match in Survivor Series. I think it was 2017-18. That one makes sense because that was champion versus champion. That one made sense. It's probably been a long. You don't count that, champion versus champion stuff. Even Vince didn't do shit like that. Like this is like I love Triple H. I absolutely love Triple H. But this was a bad call.
And going back to your point, I think you made last episode of what happened to titles being defended in the chamber.
Yeah, what happened to that?
Yeah, I mean they had one in 2022 with Lashley and Lesnar, but people like to forget about that. We like to forget about that one, but why is it all of a sudden turned into just another Royal Rumble?
Exactly. We don't need that. We don't need this.
Yeah. Why? I think Elimination Chamber needs to go the route of, and I think I said this last time.
Yeah.
To go the route of Hell in a Cell of you don't need a pay-per-view named Elimination Chamber every year.
No.
Because it's a rebranding of the Royal Rumble with some steel around it, basically.
Yeah. And if you want to keep the pay-per-view, go back to how it used to be. Where there'd be a number one contenders match, and I get they always like to have idea only 2, and they got to book women for it now because of that. No, which is fine. But I rather see more 3 chamber matches. If it means we get a title match, and you want to do number one contenders, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Just no.
Yeah. 100%.
There's no excuses to have a PLE without no title matches in 2025.
Especially with all these new titles that you have too.
Exactly. I mean, they are being defended. I'm not saying titles aren't defended overall in WWE. There's usually a title match almost every show weekly. But like I said, we got a women's world heavyweight title match the day after pay-per-view, and my opinion on world title matches on free shows.
Oh, I know.
And
yeah, I get you. I'm kind of I have the same frustration. So, and I don't even watch the show weekly. Like I'm glad they're defending the titles on the weekly shows. That's totally fine. But have a damn title match on your pay-per-view. It's not. I don't think that's too much to ask.
No, I don't think the show itself is going to be bad. The show is stacked. The show is great. Besides that one match, the show could have been more stacked if you added Rhea Ripley and Io on that instead of a pointless tag team match just because you want the Canadian pop.
Yeah. They're already going to have the Canadian pop with Sammy and Kevin. So
yeah, like I said, they could have put Trish. Right? They could have put Trish in the chamber. She's not afraid to take bumps. She did that steel cage match with Becky.
Yeah. Man. I got nothing else. Did you pick a winner? Did you say Cena?
Yes, Cena's my pick. Yep.
Anything else you want to talk about on chamber wise?
No, not chamber wise. No.
So I think it's going to be a good show regardless. I'm looking forward to it. I wish you could watch it live, but
I'll watch it on Sunday.
Fair enough. That'll be me with WrestleMania. Unfortunately, I'm going to be out of town the whole weekend, so I might have to wait till Monday to watch both Mania nights, though. So that kind of sucks because I'm not going to watch night 2 without watching night 1 first.
No, that'd be terrible.
Yeah. But that's Easter weekend, so I have that Monday off work anyways. So
nice. I already told my family they got to be out the house by a certain time. I think they can stay, but watching wrestling's on. Watching wrestling. There's no ifs, ands. My mom agrees with that, so good to go.
Man, April's gonna be crazy, bro. We're going to New Japan, Windy City Riot the weekend before. We got WrestleMania, and then the weekend after that, we're going to Squared Circle Expo. Yeah. It's gonna be awesome.
We wrestling jam-packed weekend. Month.
Yeah, a whole month. Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
April 2nd, I'm going to Dynamite and Collision, and I got ramp tickets right on the aisle, so that's going to be awesome. It's going to be a wrestling packed weekend. Or God, now you got me saying a wrestling packed month. All right. So I guess we can move on to play Guess the Wrestler.
Yes, it is time.
Tis time.
I guessed first last week between you and I.
Oh man, I hate this game because I suck. I suck with my wrestling, my memory.
Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, man.
See it?
Yes, 103. All right. Are they an active wrestler?
Yes.
Are they in AEW?
No.
Are they in WWE?
Yes.
Were they in AEW?
No.
Were they active in the Ruthless Aggression era?
Yes.
Attitude era?
Yes.
In WWE right now, active in the... Have they won a world championship?
Yes.
The Rock?
No.
Oh, that's a good guess, though. Who else has been active in the... have they won a Royal Rumble?
Yes.
Who is... are they a high flyer? No.
Yes.
Rey Mysterio?
Yep, there you go.
Let's go.
15 seconds left.
Rey Mysterio, baby.
I hope you were going to get stuck in the Attitude. I'm like, hey, Attitude Era, but not in WWE.
Yeah, I was going to say, technically not in WWE Attitude Era, but in WCW.
That wasn't the question. I'm like, I got to roll with it. He was around me.
Damn it. Yeah, I almost screwed myself.
I was once time ran out, I was going to clarify it. I was going to say Attitude Era, but not, don't necessarily think WWE.
Yeah, I got you.
I would have clarified that.
Hell yeah. Rey Mysterio, baby. Greatest luchador of all time. All right. Are you ready? I feel a lot better. I feel a lot better about that one than I did last time. I'll tell you what. God, I was struggling so bad last time.
All right, 13-1. Let's keep it going. No, I'm 12-1. This is episode 14, right?
Yep, 12-1. 12-1. So
we'll make it 13-1.
Kurt Angle is the one in 12-1. All right, you ready?
I am.
Can you see it?
Yep. Are they still active?
Yes.
Are they in AEW?
Yes.
Were they ever in WWE?
Yes.
Are they former AEW World Champion?
Yes.
Moxley.
God damn it. 14 seconds in. 14. I don't know why I have that set to an hour, but that's 14 seconds.
An hour. I almost wore my mock
let you go on for a
I almost wore my mock shirt today. Like I grabbed it to put it on, and I saw this. Like, oh, I'm with that instead.
You said former world champion. I was like, yes, I got him. Damn it. That's a bummer. Well, he's now 13-1. Those are like record times. Jesus. No, not necessarily, but
yeah, you guessed like Logan Paul in like 15 seconds once.
I still don't know how I got that, but alrighty, that's it for Guess the Wrestler. God, that was a quick one. You could almost include them both in one short.
Yeah, I probably could. Yeah, because yours was 45 seconds, mine was 15 seconds, but whatever you said.
Alrighty, so moving on. Anything weekly talk you want to talk about? I know there was a big title change last night that we should probably talk about.
Liv and Raquel just beat Naomi and Bianca for the women's tag match, women's tag titles. Usually I don't really care for the women's tag titles too much, but that match was good, man. That was a really, really good match. Like, blew my expectations. Like, the close call finishes were amazing and back and forth. Yeah, that was arguably the best women's tag match I've ever seen.
Damn.
It was good.
That's saying a lot, yeah.
It was good.
Is there a way to watch it if I don't have Netflix?
I can imagine you look around on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's always a way.
Just fuck Netflix, man. But yeah, so I heard that it's getting praise everywhere, all over the internet, which is fantastic. So seeing women's wrestling get that kind of praise, especially in a main event match, warms my heart. It makes me happy. So we got that main event women's match. You got Tony and Mariah main evented Grand Slam recently. So women's wrestling is in a good spot. I know there's been a lot of discourse about it lately.
It's on the rise again. I think it's definitely on the rise again.
Yep, absolutely.
The women's IC title got defended. Valkyria defended her title.
Yep, against Dakota Kai. Lyra won.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And they already started booking for Ivy Naya and the Valkyria, so that's good. I hope it continues the mid card titles to pushing. That's been my biggest worry about women's mid card titles is how well are they going to be booked. So far, so good.
What's Chelsea Green up to right now? I don't really.
She's mostly she has another match with Meechin. She has a mystery defense this Friday. But she's been doing Chelsea stuff, like running around, like in Piper Niven acting like the Secret Service. Yeah. So she's been doing entertaining stuff with the title.
Gotcha. Sweet.
Yeah, I mean that's mostly the thing I want to talk about. A lot of the weekly stuff went along with the chambers and whatnot. It's been such high booking for the chamber, and that's mostly what I need to talk about. It's just that.
Yeah,
I guess the big thing is tonight the fucking Hardy Boys are gonna be on WWE TV.
Yeah, for the first time in, I guess Jeff was like 2022 was the last time.
Yeah, what's crazy about what intrigues me about what just happened today is WWE Shop put Hardy Boys merchandise up.
Really?
I get this TNA crossover. That don't make sense to me. How?
I feel they're gonna be back on the main roster. It's the Hardys, they're gonna be on the main roster again.
My knowledge, they just signed with TNA. Like from a contract standpoint, like talking about strictly business, like.
I thought they signed last year, but they signed like a 1-year deal or something.
Maybe some type of. It's weird. I'm surprised they're able to sell their merch if they're contracted with TNA.
Yeah.
From a business standpoint, that blew my mind. Whatever they work in some deal like, okay, TNA, you get this. I mean, it's probably a very open relationship they have right now with TNA. I know there's rumors out there of TKO buying TNA, but I don't know.
Who knows, man? But
I'm all for the Hardy Boy. I much rather them being WWE and TNA just for my video games.
Of course, yeah. It always comes back to the video games. God damn it.
If I ever get pissed about someone leaving WWE, it's not because I'm mad to go into AEW, it's just because I'm mad to leave my video games. Like I'm pissed because I ain't gonna have Ricochet.
Edge and Ricochet.
I miss Edge. I miss Dean Ambrose. I miss that shit. I watch stuff weekly. I don't care who they wrestle for. Fuck my video games, man.
Goddamn video games. Can you imagine if we got just one ultra video game with the rosters of WWE, TNA, AEW, and New Japan? That'd be insane.
What was that game called? Like a wrestling game back in a fucking long time ago on GameCube. Legends of Wrestling. It was very similar to it.
Was it?
That had some stacked legends, but man, I would love that.
That'd be amazing.
2K, obviously they have community creation, but entrances for wrestling games a big thing. If 2K would just add the fact of having custom music, that would change everything.
Oh yeah,
I can give people everyone off community creations, and I'd be set. But I have a few. Like I have a Will Ospreay in 2K24, but you got to find the most generic song, and everyone gonna have the same generic song. Like if 2K would just add that, you can go wherever you want.
Upward elevated, and we're good. We're killing it. Or Kenny Omega, if you can add Battle Cry,
that would be elite, but that's a lot of work for 2K.
Yeah, to let people upload their own songs. Yeah,
let's make a fucking deal with Spotify. It can't be that hard.
Yeah, right.
I did it back in 2K14. You were able to do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Way back in the day.
2K14 is such a fucking elite game. That was before 2K. I just had the 2K sticker. That was still made by THQ. It just got bought by them and put the sticker on it and act like they did it. But we completely got sidetracked.
That's
I don't even know how we got it.
You were talking about the Hardys.
Oh yeah, okay.
On NXT. So, and then you also got Moose showing up on NXT and Obafemi showing up in TNA. So that's gonna be fire. Wherever that match happens.
I still want to see Joe Hendry versus AJ Styles for the TNA title at WrestleMania.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be so fucking cool.
That would be very cool. And I'm not even a Hendry fan, but that would be very cool.
Mm-hmm.
But don't think it's gonna happen, unfortunately.
No.
Is that it for you on the WWE side?
Yeah.
I don't have a whole lot either, to be honest. Dynamite and Collision have been on a hot streak, so I'm happy to see that. They're selling great crowds too for their shows, so Happy to see that. Crowds have been getting a lot better too recently. Like people are actually like seem like they're excited to be at the shows. I felt like for a while there the crowds were just so dull.
I feel like it's just them going to small arenas helped them a lot because going to an event and seeing half the arena empty, it's hard to carry that. It's just a lot of dead space. Oda's voice is just going to dead space where
Yeah,
the crowd might be hyped, but the camera and the audio is not picking it up because there's so much.
yeah,
I'm not trying to take a shot at AEW all, but there's a lot of dead space at arenas.
yeah. Yeah, seeing them go to smaller arenas has definitely been a nice change.
And I hope
it makes for really cool. It makes for really cool like views too.
Yeah.
Really cool camera angles and aesthetics.
But I do hope one day they get back where they can sell out or damn near sell out arenas. It's
agree. At least the lower bowl. Like if you can't pull the upper deck, fine. But if you can get back to where you're selling 5,000-6,000 tickets every show, like and fill in the lower bowl, perfect.
I don't know what the hell happened. I know people want to trail back to the Punk situation, but I don't trail back to that because they were selling tickets before Punk. I don't know what the fuck happened. I guess because WWE did get hot and just people got more interested in that. But
I think it feels like it's one of those things where like WWE's owned 98% of the market share for so long that once WWE was like bad, people were like, okay, here's this new like cool thing that we haven't seen in a while or whatever. Like, let's go to that. And then once WWE got good again, it's like people are always going to shift back to the more popular thing.
Cody Rhodes is a needle mover confirmed.
It's an unfortunate truth that the more popular thing is always, or like the thing that's been around longer and has the most prestige is going to be ultimately what people shift back to. Because I think AEW is still a great show. It's unfortunate that they.
I think
it seems like no matter what they do, they're just not able to.
I think people need to give it a second chance because there was that, time period. There's that saying that AEW doesn't tell stories. At one point, I agreed with that, where I saw people what they were seeing, how they're not telling stories on matches. I agreed with that, but you can't say that no more. If you don't think AEW is telling stories, that tells me you're not watching AEW.
Exactly. You're literally just grifting at that point. You're just making up bullshit that's not true.
I've talked to a lot of people who loved AEW at first and then fell off. Around the time point where I saw reasons of people falling off, like why they drifted away. But I'm like, I'm gonna give this stuff a second chance. It is so good.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Do I prefer the WWE? Yes, I do prefer WWE. I think a lot of it has to come with like I don't know, nostalgia, loyalty. I've been watching WWE my whole life, and it just is a little bit of favoritism there. But I still love AEW.
Yeah, I think it's weird for me. Like I grew up with WWE, obviously, but like I grew up with the Ruthless Aggression era, and I just feel like there's so much wrong happened in WWE for my liking that I was just like, man, what happened, man? Like we had it so good in the Ruthless Aggression era, going through the PG era, there was some good, but seeing like the late 2010s just really hurt my interest in the company.
Tough.
It was tough, man. And then I was still like I don't know if you know this, but I was actually.
I was going to bring it up because you said in the group chat yesterday. I didn't comment on them. I'm saving this for the podcast. This is a good conversation because it caught me off guard.
I was, dude. So like in COVID is when I like started getting back into because we were at home 24/7. Yeah. So I was like, okay, cool. All my friends were like, you should watch NXT. So I literally sat down. I watched the first NXT Takeover, every single weekly episode, and Takeover after that. I just sat and watched it, every single one. And I was like, this shit's amazing. Like, this is amazing. So I was super WWE, like, Mark. And I heard of AEW in, like, 2020, and I was like, whatever. Like, just a random wrestling company that's not going to make it anywhere near, like, the levels of WWE. But then, like, NXT started to disband. And Punk was announced, or he wasn't announced, but he came back at that Rampage, and I was like, okay, I'm kind of like interested. I should back up a little bit. Revolution, 2021, that's when Christian debuted. I didn't order it, but I was like, okay, maybe I should like actually give AEW a chance. And then I didn't watch the show, but I read results about the show, and I was like, really? Christian is like your big signing? Like, okay, I'm not missing anything on this show. Like, I'm all WWE, baby. Let's go. Because I was like all NXT at that point. That was like the one show that I loved watching. And then once Punk got rumored and came back at Rampage, I was like, okay, maybe I spoke a little bit too soon. So Punk coming back is actually what got me interested in AEW. Weirdly enough, thank you, CM Punk.
That's crazy.
But he's the one who actually got me to order All Out, because Punk was coming back, and I was like, okay, like big crowds for this Rampage show, like this show All Out is going to be like big. CM Punk's first match in 7 years or whatever. So I ordered the show. Absolutely love the show. First pay-per-view I've ever seen of AEW. Love the show. What really got me, though, was at the time I was like, NXT, that's my thing. Adam Cole showing up at the end of All Out is what really got me. Mm-hmm. So I was like, damn, this wrestling company's for real. And then Bryan Danielson a couple minutes later, I was like, God damn. Like,
All Out
they're not fucking around, dude.
All Out 2021 is fucking still probably my favorite AEW pay-per-view. That shit was so good.
It's so good. But like not only that, but the tag match between the Lucha Bros and the Young Bucks.
Oh, dude, did that.
First time I've ever seen the Lucha Bros wrestle. I've seen the Young Bucks before, and I was like, okay, they're cool. But that match is what sold me on AEW. And I was like, damn, I know I'm going to love this company. So
I've always watched AEW. I've always liked it, but I never saw it as competition. After All Out 2021 and the state WWE was in was still with Vince, I'm like, this company's got a chance to compete. It might take a few years, but the way I saw it with WWE going, I'm like, this company's got a chance. Obviously, hindsight's 2020. And in reality, it's just even if Vince was still in charge, competing with WWE would be tough. But I think if Vince was still in charge, AEW's viewership would be better.
I think so too. The viewership and the attendance would be better if Vince was still in charge. WWE is always going to have a chokehold on the wrestling market, though. WWE is always going to be the biggest company. They're always going to be the most viewed company.
And that's fine.
That's okay.
Every sport has that.
They have a 50, 60-year head start on AEW. Like, I don't think AEW is ever going to match the attendance or ratings or whatever for WWE just because of the namesake alone.
Exactly.
And it doesn't matter. That's okay.
Yep.
It doesn't need to, I guess 100%. Is what I'm saying. But I think what needs to happen is people who aren't giving, like you said, give it another chance. Because most likely the reason why you say you don't like it isn't even true, and it's not even happening. They haven't taken a necessary WWE shots in God knows how long. They literally have just been focusing on themselves. The storytelling's there. Obviously the match quality, the wrestling quality is there. It's like I just don't get it. I don't get why people are so stuck on the way of no storytelling. All it is dream matches when it's not the case.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm with you.
Having all these dumbass podcasters just isn't helping the cause either. No, it's not. Yeah, definitely, it's you. No. I mean, you got like your Bully Rays and your Eric Bischoffs like spewing bullshit about why is this happening? There's no story here when that's just not true. Yeah, it's like,
bullies.
You know how many people just take that and run with it?
That's unfortunate. Bully does it just for the fucking heat of it, because Bully's the fucking. He says stuff on. I love Bully Ray. I see what he's doing. I find it fucking hilarious. I think people who listen to him and act like he's right are idiots. But what he's doing himself, I'm like, this dude's such a fucking heel, and I fucking love it. He's still playing the character.
I can get that sentiment, but if you're gonna, one thing in particular really fucking annoyed me with Bully Ray. If you're gonna sit there and tell me that the match doesn't matter at all, it's how much money the match makes is what matters. Like, that's not how I view wrestling at all. You're basically
taken out of context. I think that was you're talking about the one where the 5-star one where he said he cares about how much money he made versus a 5-star.
Yeah,
I think that was taken out of context. I think he knows matches matter, but at the end of the day, he's more worried about what his paycheck is.
Which is fair. Hold on. I'm gonna look this tweet up just for this conversation because. Oh, he's not blocked our Twitter yet, so that's good. Oh, let's see if I can find it. James. I don't know. If you're gonna sit there and tell me like my opinion on wrestling doesn't matter because I like a match more than I like how much money it made, like that just does not rub me the right way. Because like why won't these people allow me to like wrestling for the art of whatever happened to enjoying wrestling for the art of wrestling instead of for the money aspect?
I think he's talking about from a wrestler aspect, which is fair at the end of the day to make him money.
That's the thing is that he doesn't share the opinion, or that's not the single opinion of every single wrestler out there though.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's just the way he views it, and the way he just comes off of it. Bully sounds like an asshole. Like he has a voice.
He sounds like such an asshole, dude.
But I love Bully Ray. Like I know he's been getting a lot of hate for how he is in the LFG, but man, dude, I fucking love Bully Ray. He's hilarious to me.
He rubs me the wrong way, man. Okay, here it is. It's $ over stars. I don't know if you can see that. So pretty please with sugar on top. Shut the fuck up, Uncle Bully. I give my he was definitely trolling here. P.S. I give my tweet 5 stars. It would have been 7 if I sent it from the Tokyo Dome. that was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. That was funny, but it just seems like people are trying to tell me why I should enjoy wrestling, and it feels like so many people focus on the financial aspect, not the actual art of professional wrestling, which is why I fell in love with wrestling in the first place, because of the art, because of the wrestling, because of the storytelling.
100%. I'm never going to judge an argument by what a company makes, because it has to fuck to do with me. I mean, I do own a share in TKO, so I mean...
Do you actually?
I do own a share in TKO. Hey, I'm up like $50 in that.
That's amazing. Man.
I'm still waiting for Triple H to answer my call, but he hasn't answered my call yet. But he's getting to it,
bro. Oh my god! Listen, if the weird argument is, WWE, they're the best promotion because they make more money. I don't care if somebody likes WWE more. That's totally fine.
From a fan side point, it doesn't matter.
No, if your sole reason for making that claim is like, WWE, I like WWE more because they make more money or they're the most popular, that's such a weird standpoint as a fan. Like, are you telling me your favorite burger of all time is McDonald's? Or your favorite movie of all time is Avatar? Because I highly doubt it. Yeah. But it's literally saying the exact same thing.
You're 100% right.
I don't understand. Like, okay, if you like WWE because you like the storytelling aspect more, perfect, fine. That's a valid argument. But if you're going to say, I like them because they make more money, that's such a stupid thing to say.
Yeah, if you're saying that, that's stupid. That is beyond. That's.
I've seen it so many times. I absolutely hate the IWC with a passion. I can't stand.
I love and hate it. I love it. The IWC Twitter is toxic, but like because we only know each other because we're part of the IWC,
Pretty much, yeah.
That's why I try not to hate it as much, because I've gotten great friends from the IWC. You being one of them, Simon, Eric, Jacob, Devin, the list goes on. So I try not to hate on it too much, but it is so fucking toxic.
The internet's the worst thing to happen to wrestling, and who knows
100%. 100%. That's a guarantee. It's the best and worst thing to ever happen to professional wrestling.
Yeah.
Fuck Dave Meltzer.
Fuck Dave Meltzer. Damn. Throwing strays out here. Oh, shit. Okay. I don't even know how we got started on that conversation, I'll be honest. I think last I knew we were talking about weekly wrestling talk, and then I don't know how it went into...
That's what we do here. We don't have a script. We just talk.
Yo, honestly, that's a lot of clip material, though.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
A lot of short material.
There's a lot of good stuff in there. That's what I like. That's what I love about our podcast. We don't have a script. If we got to cut stuff, we got to cut stuff. We're just two guys talking in front of the camera.
Exactly, yeah. Just voicing our opinions and our frustrations and our loves and hates, and it's good stuff.
Yep.
So
what are we cutting today?
Superstar highlight. Sorry, Harley Cameron.
We're gonna cut what if? What time we got here? We already at
We're at an hour 30.
What do we have left? We got
blind ranking,
WWE
blind ranking 25, and then what if? We could do all that, I think.
What about? Do you have a top 5?
Oh shit, no. We don't have to do that.
Okay, I'll save mine for next week then.
Oh shit, did you have one? I didn't even.
I have a top 5.
I don't think I sent the top 5 in the template, did I?
You might have not. It's just a force of habit for me.
Ah shit, yeah, I didn't even send one in the. Okay, so what do we want to do?
I'll talk on the 2K25 stuff really quick.
Absolutely, go for it.
I just want this for the short. So, WWE 2K25 has the Island mode, which is the equivalent to NBA My Park. It is a 50-person online custom thing. That sounds awesome. It sounds fun, being able to run around, go into a ring, go buy stuff. The idea of it sounds awesome. I've been playing wrestling games my whole life. I've played every 2K game. I've tried online in every one of them, and it's completely fucking terrible. The online. So me and my friends will, we each have our created people. We'll have 4 custom people in a match versus 4 of us, or maybe sometimes 3 of us online. So that's 3 online people. Usually 3, sometimes 2. Sometimes it's just me and Sebastian, 2 online people versus a bunch of creations, and it's a fucking lag fest. So now you're telling me you're gonna have 50 people online, there's 50 different creations of whatever they throw on that person, and that's gonna run smoothly? That's so it's just, unless they really outdid this service in the past year, I just don't see how this is going to work out. The idea of it, I love it.
That's a great idea.
It's a great idea. And if it works out from online standpoint, awesome. I am begging everyone out there, don't fall for the fucking microtransaction scam. Microtransaction has ruined sports games in general.
That's ruined all games, not just sports games.
Mostly, all games, but mostly sports games. I know people who spend hundreds of dollars a year on Madden and then complaining why Madden never gets fixed. If you spend money on a game just for the fucking microtransaction of fake shit, they're never gonna fix the actual game because they're still making shit ton of money. So all us wrestling fans, Madden's a lost cause, and all these sports games have become lost cause because no one's fixed. I am begging you, wrestling fans, someone who plays wrestling game the whole life, please do not pay $20 for a fucking Yeet t-shirt.
Oh, do they charge is that an accurate price?
There's it's like there's somebody. It's hard to say now because the game isn't out yet. It could change, but something like a t-shirt would cost you like $15 in currency in real life.
What the fuck? Just for a virtual t-shirt?
But you'd be crazy how many people buy this stuff, dude. Like, people spend hundreds of dollars on Madden and whatnot for a chance to pull a good card. I've seen my friends spend hundreds of dollars to pull shit. I'm like, it's 100% gambling, and to me, it's not worth it. The way I see it, I played MLB The Show, and I play Diamond Dynasty, but I do not spend my own money on that mode. The way I see it, why the fuck am I going to spend $100 when this is going to be irrelevant in a few months?
Facts.
That's just the way I see it.
I'm with you there. I played Diamond Dynasty since MLB 2017, the show 17. And I buy the game. I usually get the deluxe edition, but that's what I do. I buy the game, never buy stubs after that. I'll just grind for stubs if I have to.
Yep. I'll do the same thing. I buy the top edition, which is usually more of stuff with Diamond Dynasty.
Like $100, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's the most I'm spending extra because that's it. I'm not gonna go spend $100 for a chance to pull Aaron Judge or whoever. Especially how my luck is in the show, bro. My luck in the show is so bad. I once saved up for 200 pack for 250 pack bundles, had 100 packs, and I pulled one fucking diamond.
No, it was probably like one of those 5K diamonds too. One of the low ones, like the 85s.
No, I didn't pull one. Not one. I didn't pull any.
I thought you said you pulled one.
I did not pull one.
Oh my god, James. Dude, bro, there was one year. Oh my god! I don't know if you don't know Mason. I don't think he's like my best friend. There was the one year. I don't know if it was like 19 or 20. But I pulled Mike Trout 3 different times.
I know. I remember that. You told me that. And I was fucking jealous. And dude, I've never pulled Mike Trout. I remember that because wasn't it like 2 of them within like a day or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them was at his house too, and he had never pulled like a high diamond till that point, and he was so pissed at me that like I came into his house with my PlayStation and pulled a Mike Trout.
Bro, like I said, my luck is trash. I never pulled a Trout. Like with a few months ago, I was on MLB The Show 24, whatever one's the most current one before the next one comes out, and I had a free pack. I'm like, oh, whatever, just open it. I'm not playing this game. I'm not playing Diamond Dynasty. I don't know what I was on the game for. I think I was just doing fun. Like I think I did an expedition game for myself, just to play some baseball. So I'm like, oh, let's open this free pack. Shohei Ohtani. I'm like, where the fuck was this 6 months ago, man? Like, what is going on?
That's how they draw you back in.
It almost worked. Like, oh, should I start playing Diamond Dynasty again?
Did you pre-order the new one? I pre-ordered the new one already.
I did not. I've been saying for a few years that I was going to take a break from MLB The Show. But past 2 years, they did Derek Jeter stuff, so it's like grabbing me by the balls there twice. But this
that
year,
was me.
I'm taking
that was
a break.
Me last year. I took a break. I didn't get 24 at all.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, I need to take a break. So I haven't played since 23, and they finally they got me back. They're reeling me back in.
Yeah, it looks good. The Minecraft, whatever they want to call it, the Road to the Show stuff looks good.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. But shall we move on?
Shall move on.
We shall. Oh, while we're on the WWE 2K25 talk, giveaway still out there, still active until Saturday. So make sure you enter if you're watching.
By the time this is uploaded, that'll be tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get some more. We got some good interactions with this one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, all right, moving on. What do we want to do? Blind rankings.
Blind rankings, yeah. We can never miss that, dude. That shit is
That's
amazing.
True,
yeah. That shit does good for us.
It's great for engagement.
Yeah.
So, alrighty. Do you want to rank first then?
Yep. Second. Oh, I didn't have a top 5 list. This is my blind ranks list. I didn't have a top 5 list. We're good.
I guess we skip that until next week then.
Yeah.
Or 2 weeks, whatever.
I'll blind rank first since you did a hot take first.
Sounds good.
All
right.
You did guest wrestler first.
It is Elimination Chamber season, so blind rank these 5 Elimination Chamber matches.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so number 1, we're going to go 2017 Elimination Chamber match that Bray Wyatt won.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
I love that match. So
good one.
I'm putting that one at 2. I freaking love that match.
Ooh, okay. And then 2009 No Way Out WWE title match.
That was
Edge.
Edge, yeah.
Yep.
3. Yeah, 3.
Solid spot. All right, we're going to go 2006 New Year's Revolution, the bloody John Cena chamber.
5. Not a fan of that one.
Fair enough. Alrighty, we're going to go Survivor Series 2002. Very first Elimination Chamber ever. Shawn Michaels.
2. No, not 2. 1.
Great choice. Great choice. That is my favorite Elimination Chamber match of all time. And your number 4, I think you made a mistake putting 2006 at 5 because your number 4 is 2022. Brock Lesnar wins the Elimination Chamber men's match. That was the one where Austin Theory was.
Oh yeah, I know.
Theory and Lesnar.
Nope, that'd be my list.
Really?
I don't hate that match.
Over 2006?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
The ending for 2006 with John Cena and Carlito and Chris Masters is really killer for me.
That's true. Yeah.
Really
Dude, at the time though, Carlito and Chris Masters, they were
legit. But looking back, like I don't remember watching that match when it happened. So I'm going off home free watching values. But yeah.
Look at my tree. I didn't realize you could see my tree so prevalently in the background. All right, so just to verify your list, I think it's a pretty good list. You got number 1, Survivor Series 2002, first ever Elimination Chamber. Shawn Michaels wins. Amazing match. Number 2, 2017 Elimination Chamber. Bray Wyatt wins. Number 3, 2009 No Way Out WWE title Elimination Chamber match. Edge. And then number 4, you got the 2022 Elimination Chamber men's match. Brock Lesnar. And number 5, 2006 Elimination Chamber, John Cena.
I'm happy with that. I am happy with that.
That's a solid list, I will say.
I am happy with that. All right, you ready for yours?
I'm ready. Hit me.
All right, blind rank World Heavyweight Champions. So Big Gold.
As the reign or just in general champions?
Reign.
Just the reigns. Okay.
What they do with the title, yeah. Your first option, The Undertaker.
Ooh, and is this every reign combined?
Yeah,
or
every
just
reign combined. Overall.
You know, his title reigns weren't really like the best, I will say. So I'm gonna say 4. I love Undertaker. He's like top 3 all time, but his title reigns just.
That's fair. Batista.
Oof. Ouch. 3.
Damn. Triple H.
I'm gonna say 1 for Triple H.
Okay.
He's had amazing title reigns throughout his career, especially in the Attitude and Ruthless Aggression era.
Ric Flair.
Yeah,
2 and 5.
That's a tough one because I don't really like. I'm not too familiar with his stuff from the 80s or early 90s. God, this is gonna pain people, but I'm gonna say 5 just because.
I think that's the right choice. I think you're gonna be happy with that. Your number 2 is the Radar Superstar.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's good. I think 1 and 2 are great. Triple H and Edge at 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you got Triple H at 1, Edge at 2, Batista at 3, Undertaker at 4, Ric Flair at 5. That's a good list.
That's a pretty good list. If maybe I would switch Batista and Undertaker, but
that's what I would do.
I feel pretty comfortable with that list, though.
Yeah, that's what I would do, and that'd be my list.
Yeah, Batista did have some pretty good reigns, especially with his like Hell in a Cell feud with Triple H. Mm-hmm. I'm comfortable with that list. You know what? That's a good list. All right.
Rob, better than last week when you ranked Logan Paul number 1.
Oh, I can't believe you bamboozled me like that. Can't believe you would do that to me. All right. Well, are we going to call it there, or do you want to go on and do a what if?
I think we should call it there because what if is going to be a long segment.
It's going to be a long segment, and we should plan now for a what if for next time.
We can talk about that privately and what we have, and finally actually do. I know I think the 3rd or 4th time it's been postponed, but we'll get to it.
It hurts, but I feel like this is a great episode. So.
This is a really good episode. It's been a good, chill, regular conversation episode, which is what I like.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm not a fan of following a certain script. I like the smooth way I get. You know, back when we were with the Build Different, when we were going through Roman Reigns' title reign, and Saxby's computer went out, and so you and I were just going through the.
Oh, dude, we were vibing. We were vibing. Yeah, that was a great time.
You know, he came in and kind of rushed it, which whatever. I'm not gonna talk shit. I'm not gonna waste time talking that. But that was the moment I realized, like, okay, we got to go do our own podcast.
I get that, man. I love the conversational piece, and I don't care how long it takes to talk about something, as long as both of us get our full opinions in, and
exactly,
and that's what I care about. I don't care if we have to cut shit and move it to next episode, because we're always gonna have content. There's always gonna be something to talk about with wrestling.
Exactly, and that's why, like, our format of the podcast is no script. It's just a camera that's turned on with 2 friends.
Yep, exactly. Like, sure, we got like talking points. We got a list of things we want to talk about.
Yeah.
But there's never okay, we have to talk about this, but we're just gonna do what we love. Exactly. We're gonna talk about what we love.
And it's going well so far. You know, we have continuous growth. We grow every day. We get at least 1 subscriber or follower from something.
Exactly. It's a good thing in my book. It's good in my book.
Lately, it's been more like YouTube. You know,
we're already almost at 200 on Twitter. We're 10 from 200 on Twitter.
It took us 4 months to get to 100 on YouTube, but in the past month and a half, we're at 160.
Definitely, the giveaways definitely help, but I hope people stay. Hey, you know,
the giveaway has not helped YouTube that much. That probably had gained us 10 or 15 subscribers at most, because a lot of people who have, I've been looking at it, I mean, it has some. The giveaways have helped, but a lot of people who have entered this giveaway, especially for the wrestling game, are people who already follow us.
Yeah, that's fair.
From the wrestling game, there's probably at most 10 people who are legit new followers.
I feel like Twitter is definitely bumped up from the wrestling wrestling giveaway, dude. It's popping off.
Yeah.
Not only that, but the gift card giveaway too.
Yeah.
Plenty more of that came from.
Yeah, well, ain't done with the giveaways. We're just getting started. Yeah. The more you subscribe, the more we give away.
Exactly. So, but yeah, so I guess that's a wrap then.
Yeah.
So we must bid you adieu. Goodbye. Mwah. And good night. Bang. We love you, Kenny.
Yes. Great episode.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun. Great.
Still recording.